It's ZF with Zfmusic, and I proudly present to you the Zfmusic cover series Introduction to Vectorman playlist. I got a lot of things just for this playlist. You know me with the way I do my notes, right? So, Intro to Vectorman playlist. I'm aiming for 3 versions. An easy one with 1 guitar and the delay pedal. A hard one where I'm not using the delay pedal, but I'm actually doing 2 guitar parts. And I'm trying to do the stereo and I'm trying to emulate it physically. That would be like the easy version and the hard version. Audio recording. So like a dedicated multi-track project. It says audio recording. Do 1 part. Include interview with John Holland in the description box and give background on his songwriting. So John Holland was an incredible influence for me. I was probably 8 to 10 years old. I got a Sega Genesis console. I get this Vectorman game. And it was the first time I'd ever heard house music, dance music, club music, EDM. Like it was that kind of music. It sounded 90s, but it didn't sound dated because he was just an amazing songwriter. It was a case of the guy working around the limitations of the sound chip. Like you could only have so many like things going on. John Holland's actual style as an artist, as a songwriter, as a musician, his actual approach was just that. That's why today, I'm 33 years old. This is what I do now. And it's like, it started with John Holland. It started with Masato Nakamura. It started with Koji Kondo. It started with Yuzo Kojiro. Like, it started with Vectorman, Sonic, Mario, Shinobi, Golden Axe. But the point is, I'm going to put an interview in the description box that's really fascinating and interesting about the guy in general. And I heavily identify with him and related to him when he was talking about, yeah, you know, I overthink everything and I overanalyze it and I second guess, but I'm on the pursuit of perfection. So it's like kind of this thing, you never really stop. And like, I identify with him in every way, how he was broke and he didn't have gear, he had to work for it. So he's like learning how to be a musician with crappy stuff. He's paying his dues, you know, but the one thing he never lost is creativity. So his whole, that's what I mean, his whole like shit, like reached out and touched my life. They call them cliches because they're true, you know, they call them cliches for a reason. The guy, it like reached out and influenced me. And now I'm doing a whole cover playlist just to honor this man. I bought all kind of shit just for this series. So, continuing, explain the tuning. So that just means like for each song, for each video, okay, this is this tuning because, and then, okay, continuing. Show green pedal and explain how you got it specifically for this video series. Long story short, I go online and I type in digital delay pedal. The first thing that comes up, I filtered it to like the cheapest to most expensive. The cheapest first thing that came up was like some Behringer pedal or something, but it didn't have enough milliseconds. So it just didn't have what I need. So I went 1 higher and for $45. TC Electronic makes this pedal called the Prophet Digital Delay. So I got it for $80 because it was one of the last ones remaining in the world, factory sealed in a box, brand new. And it's got the little like hooded guy wearing the hood and it's like the Prophet, you know, and it's like this real hidden gem. So this is a digital delay that I got just for this series. Now, as far as my general style, I'm not a big effects guy. Everything already has that, like in the programs I use just for the regular recording. So I'm not big on like pedals and thousands of, it's not actually part of my vernacular as a player. It's not part of my vocabulary stylistically. Like it's not really, I'm just sort of a plug and play type guy. But, however, I was compelled to get this just for this series because I knew, okay, if I'm going to be doing other people's music, I'm going to need some swath of like basic effects, right? This has exactly what I needed. I didn't even try, like I just bought it. As long as it has the milliseconds, like as long as it had, I know what that's going to be. I got that just for this playlist. I got this shirt just for this playlist. And so I had gotten these green strings made by DR. I got them for the guitar too. But that's going to be awesome. They're going to pop with the black light. It's going to be fucking sick. And that's pretty much it for this. But like, you got to check out the interview. Me and this guy's mind is like so similar with the way that he goes about the actual creative process. So with that being said, I also got blue strings and red strings and yellow strings and rainbow strings and all kind. Like I even made these purple ones. They don't actually manufacture purple strings anywhere. I had to take a piece of cardboard, like I had to spray paint them. I had to ruin a brand new pack, spray paint them. They kept popping out because the saddles weren't gripping it and it was like sliding because it's like spray paint, right? But this is for my mystery album, which is like purple. But I started getting all these like ideas and all these like original permutations of it, and I do got a lot done. I got a lot done, and it's gonna be awesome. The rest of it is in editing, while I work on other things like the covers, the lessons, the original stuff. Like everything's pretty much. Those are your Zfmusic lessons. The dry erase boards, that's on hold. But like, you know, it's got to be cleaned up a little bit. TC Electronic, the Prophet, exclusively for this series. The only thing left I gotta say, you just wait for the Sonic.